Hey, Roger Drake's here. Another day to make a great post. Sharing some thoughts. I was thinking just now about something a family member said to me in regards to how one feels when you're in this time of life, over 50s, and you start losing loved ones, which is a real thing. And I was texting back to the person and I was saying, it's crazy that in this world of education, information, everyone talking and communicating that we don't really have any training or any preparation as people for losing loved ones like that inevitable moment that we all will face. As they say, the second most important moment of one's life, one's death, when one is departing and the pain left, which is clearly just left behind for friends, family, loved ones who have to go through it, losing this person that you've loved very much. I lost my mother myself in 2016, 10-year anniversary this year, so it's kind of like we've been talking about it a lot, me and my sibling and the family and everything. And there's zero preparation for this kind of like pivotal moment in your life, which kind of, if you're not grounded in anything, or you've got some issues anyway, a moment like that can literally send you over the edge. Literally, people have literally gone crazy, lost their minds because they've lost people, or you can kind of glean some kind of strength from it, and then go on to live your life the best way you can, or you can just be knocked for six for 10, 15 years of your life, where everything becomes difficult based on the fact that you're still grieving for so long. And it's just crazy. We live in a world where there's so much information and there's so much stuff and there's all this stuff being passed back and forth, but there's nothing really spoken about the inevitable, especially as I said when you're in your 50s, which I am now, where you know every minute I'm losing somebody. Not every minute actually yet, but it's going to get worse as I age. God willing, I age. It will get worse in terms of the frequency of losing people. And we never think about it. We don't talk about it. We don't prepare for it. It's almost like all the 50-year-olds and the 60-year-olds I know now still don't talk about death or have any prep for it. They might get some life insurance maybe, but let's face it. When people get life insurance, sometimes they're not even thinking about dying. They're just thinking about, you know, money, investment or whatever. So I really believe that we should be teaching young people in a real way about loss, so that it's gonna hurt. Let's face it, it's gonna hurt. That's life. But in some way that when the inevitable happens to them in their life, they don't spiral down. Basically, grieving is one thing, but spiraling down, as you know, is a whole different ballgame. I'm sure there's so many homeless in LA, which is just basically heartbroken people. And I just think it's really sad that we don't have these discussions. And me myself, I want to be a realist about death. I'm like, I could die tomorrow. I read the Bible, as you probably heard, and it says your life is a quick thing, a vapor. It describes it as a quick thing, and it also speaks of, you know, tomorrow is not promised. And we always hear that. Even non-believers say, yeah, tomorrow's not promised. But do they really, really believe that tomorrow is not promised? It literally, I could go to sleep tonight and that could be it, or I could go out somewhere and fall off a cliff, whatever happens. But we're that fragile in terms of our mortality in the world. So I just wanted to pop up and say, if you have, this is my advice, because this is what I will try and do with my younger kids, 8 and 6 years old, without scaring them to death. Excuse the pun. I'll try and just educate them on, we're here for a time. We have to enjoy our life. We have to live freely and travel like we're doing, like we show our kids, and basically without any instilling any kind of fear whatsoever in them, because of, I do believe that's what the Bible does. It kind of like it's a lot of people don't read the Bible because they're just scared of the hard, harsh realities that are in there, and they're scared of the what the perceived instructions for life that they don't want to follow, this, that, and the other. But that's a whole nother video. But I want to teach them, the younger ones, that without instilling any fear whatsoever, that we're not immortal. we have a life to live. So let's live it well. Let's live it good. Let's do all the right things. Be kind, morally right, and everything. And at each stage, understand where we're at in our timeline, just so that we're not living blindly, acting like tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow. Because of with that in mind, I believe you can like live a better life if you're more in touch with the reality of it. You can literally time it in a way that, okay, I'm here now. I haven't done. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. The type of things people do when they get a terrible diagnosis and get an actual physical timeline from a doctor on a letter. Yeah, you have 6 months, mate. All of a sudden, this person who hasn't really been doing much decides to do everything in 6 months, like more in 6 months than they've done in 25 years. So that's why I think it's slightly a good thing to be in touch with the your own mortality. We're not immortal. We have to kind of walk it out. Grow in wisdom, grow in strength, grow in trust in God as well, because that definitely helps. If it's not for you, then I pray it becomes for you. And if you know, dive deeper, get closer, because that definitely helps with your how you process heartbreak and loss and pain. And that's all I want to say really for this video. It's like I was just inspired to make this post real quickly from a quick text I had with somebody. And keep praying for everybody, that everybody in their heart and inside where it counts and how they feel is in a good space, because of the world is rough. And stuff is gonna always come your way that could like send you loopy if you ain't kind of like in touch with the realities of what to expect. So God bless everybody. Catch you on the next vid. Roger Drakes, DJ Dodge. Don't forget, DJ page is popping as well. Have to mention my DJ page. Got a lovely hip-hop, old school hip-hop video up right now that's doing the numbers. If you love your old school 90s hip-hop, all clean. Actually, a couple of curses in there, but excuse me, forgive me, Lord. I'm trying to keep it clean. I was never a radio DJ, so I didn't really have all the clean versions. But I did a vinyl show as such, so I had a lot of radio mixes on the vinyl, and I was dropping the needle in the groove, and it was all nostalgic. So check that out. And don't forget, like and subscribe to this channel, where I will keep it 100% real. No scripts, no pre-written chat GPT'd, nothing. I'm just talking, okay? Join me on this journey.